Hello. Yeah, so yeah, I'm back for the 4-job fiesta, and tonight we're gonna be doing the pyramid and maybe the wind shrine, depending on how I'm feeling. Because yeah, we started kind of late here, so uh, yeah, so I got a new test pattern. Oh, hey, Chiggles is here. Hey, Chiggles. Uh, and yeah, good. Yeah, lines up perfectly. So yeah, so if I reload and up the test pattern there while the game is reloading. Yeah, so last time we just defeated the fake final boss. Real final boss, fake final boss fight. Uh, and now we appear to be back in the first world, but the terrain is different for plot twist plot twist reasons, which will become very obvious very soon. And the bridge has just been completed here, so now we can go along, see what's going on here. Oh, it's Coco from the it's a Chocobo from World 2. Is Chodo not working? That's weird.
Oh my goodness, strafing, strafing, jumping, strafing, jumping, strafing, shooting, running. I don't know. T is my big gun and I have
There we go.
ammo. Oh my goodness. Goss, I have Goss at least. Oh god. I have strafing and running and jumping and Goss. Oh god. Oh no, a total bad. I gotta remember where my mic is. I don't know how loud I am. Oh no! Oh no! There's so much of this game left. This guy is so hard to
Now this looks really different. There used to be an ocean here.
That did not work. Running, damn it, running right at him did not work.
Yeah, so they kept the Skittles joke in for this remake. Yeah, because that was in the Game Boy Advance localization, and it's also in here. This version is a port of the yeah, this version is a port of the Android version, which is a port of the iOS version, I believe. Funny thing is, it's got really good monster sprites, but the character sprites are not so great. They look way better in the original 16-bit version, and in the also in the Pixel remaster. Okay, so now that we've got a Chocobo, we can walk over the rivers. And I don't think we can go south, but I'm gonna look. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. You're not getting sound on the shoutout? I heard it from my end. Maybe it's playing the sound in OBS, but not on the stream. It's weird. Oh yeah, speaking of the world looking weird and different, this is what the world map is now. And yeah, there's a bunch of towns. Yeah, Tool, World 1 town, World 1, World 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. But then there's Regal, Moogle Village, Castle Bal, Quelb, Surgate Castle, and more from World 2. So, yeah, it appears that the worlds have merged together. Which explains what Xdeath was talking about when he said he's returning the world to its original shape in the pre-boss fight dialogue yesterday. It's weird not having auto run right now. Because I've had a Game Boy Advance has auto run just as a has auto run as a ordinary feature, as just a basic feature that can be turned on or off at any time. And then the thief's dash ability is doubles your speed on, increases your speed on top of that. I think it's double, might be triple. Total, or yeah. Yeah, so in the Game Boy Advance version, or in the original NES version, Thief's dash ability lets you run at double speed. In the Game Boy Advance version, there's double speed just as a convenience feature. And then dash works on top of that. And I'm not sure if they stack together for triple speed or quadruple speed total. I don't know how they stack, but either way, it's like, yeah, you can go absurdly fast in the in the uh, in the Game Boy Advance version. This one you just got regular walking speed and dash. Yeah, so the airship is on the bird-shaped peninsula. But it's actually not a bird-shaped peninsula, it is a dragon-shaped peninsula. Which will be demonstrated soon enough. I mean, I got this. I got a whole complicated setup with the headphones and speakers and all that. So maybe it's outputting to the wrong thing. Because I've been I have every week for the past month I've done something to adjust the speakers and headphones and all that in one way or another. So I'll figure it out next month after the marathon's over. Yeah, so here the tutorial building. And everybody inside just says the same things as last time. But however, if you tell her that you're not new to adventuring, she'll give you another tip about job mastery and freelancer and mimic inheritance right here. Yeah, we won't be seeing any of that on this playthrough, but it will. But I will be showing that off when I come back to this game later for the GBA version for the bonus dungeons. But that's not happen until after I finish this playthrough and probably play a few other games like Secret of Mana before I come back. Yeah, we're already at full health, so. Don't bully the bird. Don't worry, antlions are friendly. Yeah, if I've learned anything from Final Fantasy IV, it's that antlions are shy and gentle creatures who will not bother you unless there's some kind of catastrophic evil magic stuff going on. But what are the odds of that happening? What are the odds of some weird catastrophic magical stuff going on right after the calm before the storm? Um, right after Act 2 of a 3-act storyline. I think they're vulnerable to water. Are they vulnerable to the earthquake? No, they are not. Yeah, summons are really good in this game. Golem catches an amount of damage dependent on caster level, I think. Yeah, I might as well use a high potion. Your Croc could probably do more damage with regular attacks. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, so Golem will absorb 1,000 HP plus another 50 per caster level. So right now we're around level 40, so Golem will absorb around 3,000, I think. I think this fight's almost over. Yeah, the antlion does not. Yeah, the antlion here will run away when it runs low on HP. So I was correct about the shy part. And Ferris is back. I wonder, can we get the summon? If we can get it earlier, it'll make the next dungeon a lot easier. Nope. No. I guess you can't get that cutscene until you have the full party. Okay. Yeah, so we gotta do the pyramid without that summon. One thing this game does have that I don't think they have in the previous one is that Dash also works on the world map with vehicles. So that's nice. Oh yeah, we should re-equip. Yeah, so dead end. Time to go to Guido's cave. And oh yeah, so the key items. Oh, it's not here. In I think yeah, some version of the game list some kind of twig or something in your key items. I think, I don't know. Not sure. Maybe I'm just remembering wrong. Yeah, that splinter is what I was talking about. Yeah, because X-Death's origin story is that he's a hive mind made up of a whole bunch of demons that were sealed in the same tree. Then they sort of melded together and became self-aware and into this shape-shifting tree monster who is currently inside a giant suit of armor. And that's also why the sword is made out of wood. That's probably why the sword is made out of wood in the previous boss fight, because it's probably an extension of himself. Yeah, the turtle can fight. Yeah, go Turtle Sage. So does that mean that when Guido was on his back earlier, that was just a it was just a test to see if Bartz would pick him up? probably a secret test character. Yeah, because Butch was poking the turtle earlier on in the game, so... And now he helped him up immediately, so... There's some character growth there. No, there's a... That's funny, because Guido is only 700 years old and the world split 1,000 years ago. Which means that Guido knew about this switch in the Library of the Ancients because he read about it. And because there's 12 legendary weapons, but you're only using 4 jobs at most in this challenge run, that means that you only really need 1 or 2 tablets to unlock all the weapons you can use. So... Yeah, so the other tablet dungeons are skippable, but I'm going to be clearing all of them just for completeness. And there's a little hint about Mirage Village. Yeah, there. Whole thing about XF being a tree. And then we got a reminder that we need to do something about the shattered crystals, which is also important plot recap stuff. Ooh, that's foreshadowing there. The void is the birthplace of light. And there we go. Another song? we're not using any bards in this playthrough, so we're not getting much use of it right now, but it's very useful in a normal playthrough. It's kind of useful in a normal playthrough. Did we use the healing fountain? Or healing jug? The healing jug filled with water from a healing fountain. Yeah, they had they had those showed up a fair amount in the earlier Final Fantasy games before they just before healing just became a feature of save points. Okay, so the earthquake has blocked off the path to Guido's cave, so we can't go back there right now. But we will be able to go back there after the pyramid. And here is Surigate Castle. And everybody has recovered from the attack on the barrier tower, so that's good to know. Good for them. We need to restock on anything. Ooh, we are dangerously low on high potions. Yeah, gonna get another 50 of those. And we already looted all these treasures on earlier string, so... Okay, onward. Okay, so going forward... Yeah, so random encounters are back now that X-Death has returned. Yeah, Eroga, pretty powerful spell. Really good if you got a blue mage, which we don't this time. Yeah, hopefully I roll blue mage next year because it's a very fun and useful job. Oh, yeah. So they're flying. Are they vulnerable to lightning? Yeah. I wonder if they're vulnerable to petrification. Yeah, only 8,100 hit points. Weak against water. Oh yeah, so here is X-Death with the tree sword on the right that I was talking about earlier. Okay, Almgigas absorbs wind, immune to earth. Not immune to petrification. So yeah, I can just summon to tabletops. Yeah, so Yeah, so Galuf, a previous party member, died saving Creel a couple streams back. And then Creel inherited the crystal shards and the and became the new party member. I've noticed that that sort of thing, like tragedy in the main party, doesn't happen so much in the newer Final Fantasy games. I think maybe it's because I think it's maybe because they they did it so well and it was so memorable in Final Fantasy VII that they they decided that it's like let's quit while we're ahead. Or it might be or it might be or it might just be like different writers, different tastes. Because I know that the storyline of oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, yeah, I remember that with the giant icicle. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna refresh my drink. And I'm back. Yeah, I made I fixed up a fresh cup of tea. How's the music now? How about now? Okay. Yeah, I guess I don't have to worry about feedback because the stream's just going to the headphones. So. Hey, Winnipeg's back. Yeah. So the shed has been unlocked, and that's the old shed over here. Yeah, so the guardian tree is regrowing the forest. Yeah, we got enough of these. Got enough of these. Oh, I guess the kid with the ribbon is another 10. I think it might be Regal. Oh, oh, I noticed a problem in the settings. There we go. I had desktop audio turned way down in the OBS settings. It was at minus 15 decibels. So that's why it was so quiet. Yeah, I think previously there was a really loud game, so that was making too much noise, so I turned it down in the OBS settings, and I forgot it to put it back. So here we got the forest maze. I don't remember how to get through it, but you can figure it out through trial and error. There we go. Yeah, so the way this works is the Brave Blade on the left has 140 attack power, which I believe is the highest attack power of any weapon in the base game. However, it loses attack power every time you run from battle. And it can only be used by knights. The chicken knife starts with a very low attack power. I think it's like 0 or 3 or 5 or something. But it increases every time you run away. Up to a maximum of 127, which is slightly lower than the Brave Blade. But because the damage formula for swords only uses level and strength, and knives use level, strength, and agility, a fully powered up chicken knife will actually deal more damage than a fully powered up Brave Blade, and also it can be used by more jobs. It can be used by nearly every job. Yeah, every job except White Mage and Monk. And yeah. There's 2 drawbacks, though. One of them is it will oh no, there's 1 drawback. And that drawback is that it will randomly replace the attack action with the attack command with the flee command and run away from battle. I believe that's got a 25% chance. It might be 50. I think it's 25. Yeah, it starts with 5 attack power, upgrades to 100%. Yeah, it's also compatible with Spellblade. I'm not sure if the Brave Blade is or not. Yeah. No, but it will only replace the fight command with the flee command if you use a normal attack. It will not flee if you use the Thief's Mug command or the Ranger's Aim command or the Barrage or X-Fight or anything like that. So, chicken knife. Yeah, a lot of the lot of the portrayals in other games portray it as having like a Chocobo themed design. Right now I'm looking at the weapon model from Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, it's like looks like a Chocobo themed short sword in that one. Dissidia has it shaped sort of like what are they called? Those like instead of like a blade, it's got one of those, you know, those stylized horse head cane tips, or like the looks kind of like a chess piece. Yeah, the blade looks kind of like a knight chess piece, but with like a bird themed instead of horse themed. Yeah, Choco Knife. Yeah, so the goal of the pyramid is to get to the tablet in the chamber right underneath here. But we gotta go the long way. Yeah, so now we got the tablet that can open the seals. Yeah, so it's a gargoyle fight. Now, the way these guys work is that if one of them is defeated, the other one will revive it. So you have to defeat them at this, or the other one will revive it on its next turn, I believe, is how it works. So you gotta defeat them, not quite exactly at the same time, but you have to defeat them close together. Like, timing doesn't need to be perfect, but it needs to be close. As seen here, where we managed to defeat one after the other before they could grab each other. Pretty easy with Summoner, because they got nothing but area spells. Yeah. So this is a switch puzzle. Go. Those are poison spikes, by the way. You know, I remember, like, it used to be that I would clear the entire pyramid in one playthrough, but these days I've been these days I usually come back with the whole party. Ice shield would be really useful if we had any shield users in the party. Nice that it's there. Are reptiles weak to ice in this one? Not weak, but they take damage from it, so that's fine. Yeah, we really over-leveled earlier in the game for the flame rings for an earlier boss fight. So we don't really. So yeah, our summons are hitting pretty hard. Yeah, I wasn't looking at the map, so I accidentally went on the side route to get the treasure. So maybe we'll be able to get this. So maybe we'll just go through. Maybe we'll just do a single run this time. First ring. In this game, I don't think it has any benefit. In Final Fantasy VI, it will let you learn the X-Zone spell. Oh, wait, I'm gonna check something. Oh, Cursed Ring has ridiculously high defense stats. So as long as the battle is less than 30 seconds, you have the benefit of the really powerful defensive accessory. So there is a use for it in this game. Yeah, so I accidentally went on the side path and got some treasure. So yeah, maybe I'll get through in a single. Ooh, we're running out of MP. We should... Well, right next to the entrance, so we can just use a cabin. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now we're on the main route. One of these, I believe one of those switches opens the back door, one opens the front door, and one opens the snake trap. Yeah, and they can be petrified. That's good to know. Oh no, one of them just does nothing. Okay. Oh, somebody should have hidden passages. Barts, I guess. Oh yeah. Okay, you can run from the monster in a box encounters. But if you run, it will just the treasure chest will remain closed. So you can just reopen the chest to fight them again. That's funny. They just go back into the box, waiting in case you wanna. It's just total schmuck bait in case you want to reopen it. That's hilarious. Dark Man. Yeah, good thing I stocked up on high potions. Are these all trapdoors? Yeah, I think they are. Yeah, Dragon Quest also has monster in a box encounters, but they're usually mimics, which are like D&D monsters that are like shapeshifters that can disguise themselves as like treasure chests or cabinets, and some of the bigger ones can disguise themselves as buildings. Which might be a reference to an Outer Limits episode, or a Twilight Zone episode or something. Because it was definitely a house monster episode. Not sure if that was in the original series or just the reboot. Okay, so we got White Robe, which was one of the most powerful caster armors. Funny thing is, the way the spellcasting stats work in this game, the Black Robe is actually generally better for white mages and black mages because it's got +5 magic, while the White Robe gives +3 magic and +3 stamina, or vitality, what do they call it in this one? Stamina in this version. But stamina doesn't really do much in this game. It's mostly, I think it's resistance to certain status effects and the amount of HP recovered, specifically from the regeneration status effect. Whereas the magic stat affects the power of most spells, so a white mage with +5 magic will have stronger heals than a white mage with only +3. I think this one's vulnerable to lightning. Is it vulnerable? Or this? I think this one's immune to. I think that thing absorbs lightning, but does it absorb petrification? No, it does not. Yeah, get stoned. It's good that there's enough time to just walk up, which means a thief is not mandatory to progress in the game. You can... Yeah, I was thinking, yeah. If Dash was required to get up there, then 4-job Fiesta would be impossible for any party that doesn't roll Thief, so... Yeah, it's good that every job is optional, no job is mandatory, from a game design perspective. So there are a lot of possibilities for different playstyles, different challenge runs. It's nice that the game design allows this kind of flexibility. Oh, they're weak against lightning. That's actually kind of surprising, because brightly colored yellow and blue enemies in these kinds of games are usually lightning monsters. And these things are... First game in the series was the original Final Fantasy, which I believe was released in 1987 or 1988. I think it was 87. December 18th, 1987. I just looked it up. But yeah, so these things are mecha heads. They are quite powerful. I think they got like 5,000 hit points or something like that. And there are 6 of them. They do not respawn. Yeah, good thing we got a summoner, because they're weak against water and lightning. Yeah, they're not quite bosses, but they're sort of like mini bosses. I remember I got it from a used game store when I think like late elementary school. Yeah, I think it was like in grade 5 or something. Yeah, that was one of my favorite NES games. $1988. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, good question. Yeah, I think 87 in Japan. I think. Yeah, those fights are way harder if you don't have a source of lightning or water damage. And at this point in the game, the only source of water damage is the ninja's throw command, I believe. '87 in Japan, December 18th, 1987 in Japan. May 1990 in North America. So yeah, localization took quite a while. There we go, more cursed armor. Yeah. Yeah. A switch which turns off the poison spikes and releases the snakes. And another Archaeosaur. I believe they're vulnerable to fire. Which means we can equip a flame rod to increase the fire elemental damage. Oh! Oh yeah, I'm gonna show something. Ooh, how many hit points does this thing have? Yeah. Yeah, like, interesting is, like, at this point in the game, the designers, start, like, playing and there's the black robe, which is much better caster armor. Yeah, at this point in the game, the designers start playing around with the dungeon boss formula. Like, instead of like one boss at the end of the dungeon, they do something different with a few of these tablet dungeons. For example, the pyramid. You don't fight a boss at the end of it, but it has a whole bunch of mini bosses like the Archaeosaurs and the Grand Mummy and the Mecha Heads here. These things. Oh yeah, another thing, I haven't really done much in this run, but is that the one thing you can do in this game and also in Final Fantasy VI is that rods, certain elemental rods can be snapped to cast a tier 3 spell, like Thundaga right there. I believe that is a reference to the Retributive Strike in D&D, where certain types of magical rod or staff can be snapped to expend all the remaining charges and blow up. And in this game, the basic elemental rods, the fire, ice, and flame rods, or no, Fire Ice and Thunder Rods are only 750 gil. They are quite cheap, very easy to buy in bulk, which is why one of the challenge runs, is called the Team 750 run, because 750 gil each. The rods are 750 gil each, so, and the 750 team strategies tend to rely heavily on snapping rods. To easily defeat difficult bosses. Also a common speedrun strategy, I believe. Yeah, like I bought up a whole bunch of elemental rods in case I'd need them. I didn't need them because I rolled some pretty strong jobs in this playthrough, but I have them, and I might get some use out of them in the final dungeon. I should use Ether now in battle because Chemists, one of their passives gives it double potency, so you get 80 MP back instead of just 40 if you use it out of that. Do they have 6,000 hit points? I thought it was 5, maybe it's 6. I think I scrolled past. No, we got 7,210 HP. 5,000 MP. Okay. Yeah, wiki against lightning, water. Immune to petrification. Weird that it's classified as a beast. That's odd. That feels like a coding error. That's my bit rate. Okay, so that's all 6 mech heads, I believe. Okay. Yeah, that's all 6 of them. And I believe there's another mummy in here. Yeah. There we go. And... you know, I'll just snap a flame rod for the... just for fun, because... yeah, might as well use them. Yeah, like, I can't buy more right now, but I can buy more after the next boss fight. So it's not like I'm in any huge danger of running out. And this door is locked from the other end. And this is Sekhmet, another one of the pseudo-bosses. He is not a boss exactly, but his brother is. And there is, like, a flag coded in the game where you only fight him once. Yeah, which is, like... yeah, so like I was saying, it's like... This is the point in the game where they started, where they all started playing around with the dungeon boss farming. Like this one, it's got the boss at the start, and mini boss in the start, and a bunch of mini bosses on the way through, but no boss at the end. No boss fight at the end! There is a boss. Yeah, there, he's talking about his brother. And these guys, Sekhmet and the Minotaur, or Sekret and the Minotaur, or Sacred of the Minotaur, name varies by localization, come back as the brothers from Final Fantasy VIII. In that one, you don't fight them, but you do summon them. Oh wait, no, do you fight them? Yeah, I think you fight them in the Tomb of the Nameless King. Yeah, stream's going, okay. Yeah, it looked like I was lagging, but it looks like it was just... looks like it was just my laptop. Hey, something I just remembered, just now. Most of the enemies inside this pyramid are undead, which means they are vulnerable to the healing staff, which we've had this whole time, and also vulnerable to Phoenix Downs. These things are vulnerable to neither of those. Because they're statues. Yeah, it's funny, I was just talking about that and equipping a healing staff just before I ran into the one of the few enemy types that is not vulnerable to either of those things. Mechhead's also not undead, not vulnerable to healing or things down. These things can be one-shotted by gold needles, though. Because, yeah, because anti-petrification items will one-shot any stone-type enemies. Is the snake undead? Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, they're undead snakes. That explains how they've been sitting in those snake traps for 1,000 years. Yeah, it's funny. The snakes are way less aggressive in this version. They got their collision detection is not as aggressive as it is in the Super Famicom or Game Boy Advance versions. There, they will attack you from the back, from the side, whatever. As long as you're adjacent to them, they will attack. Here, I guess they need to be facing you. Here we got Zephyrus. Oh, those aren't undead either. They're just, I guess, some kind of evil spirits or something. Like yokai or fairies or something. Maybe? No clue. Like, she's holding a lamp and surrounded by mist, so maybe she's some kind of evil genie or something? Yeah, I mean, the name Zephyrus also implies she's some kind of wind spirit of some sort, so... Yeah, you can steal a second set of Thieves' Gloves, but it's a rare steal, and that's a one-time encounter, so it's pretty hard to get unless you have a Time Mage to cast Return, or you just save Scum at the last save point. And I don't need two Thieves' Gloves in this run. Okay, she's classified as a beast and a humanoid? Humanoid doesn't necessarily mean human because Elmgigas here is labeled as human type, and this dude is very obviously some kind of giant. And this thing is some kind of evil gnome or something. I believe Lamias are also classified as human type in this game, so... And maybe she's supposed to be one of the traditional ghouls, like the like not the undead, the shapeshifters with the goat legs from Middle Eastern folklore. Oh, hey, we got a Lamia's tiara. I mean, we can buy as many as we want pretty soon, but it's still nice to have. And hey, it's more the enemies from the Excess Castle. I wonder. Here we go, Blackguard, which is one of the most powerful light armors in the game. It's a ninja outfit. And oh, we also got a crystal armor earlier, which is one of the most powerful heavy armors. Yeah, so this pyramid dungeon is where you start getting the endgame armor. At least in the base game, in some of the remakes, there's better armor in the bonus dungeons. One of these is a trap, and it's the first one. But you should also you should spring it because it takes you to here, and this is the only way to get behind that door to get the treasure in here. Not the only way. You can just go down the sand waterfall as well, but yeah. Yeah, you should either spring the trap or jump down the sand slide to get behind this door to get this treasure. And the treasure is... What do we got here? What do we have? Dark matter. Okay, that's not that important. You can just steal those from regular enemies later on, but eh. Still glad I got it for completeness. You know what? I'm running low on MP. I'm gonna use the save point again. Oh, it's something I just noticed just now. There is ambiguity, like with the sprite design. there is ambiguity about whether those are boots or like with the way it's drawn, you can't really. It's possible. It's kind of ambiguous about whether those are boots or goat legs, and also with the way the sprite is right here. In the concept art, it is very clearly boots. So, in the sprite, like in the sprite art, it's also kind of unclear if that's like a human head with hair or a cobra head with the side things, with the frills. In the concept art, she looks pretty human, so never mind. Guess my theory has been debunked in real time. However, these things are very... But that, over there on the Ragiform, that is very clearly a skull. I think that thing might be partially inspired by manta rays and partially inspired by like manta rays, lampreys, vampire squids, and all sorts of spooky-looking deep-sea critters. Yeah, you can very clearly... Oh yeah, and the samurai crabs. There's a type of crab where the pattern on the shell looks kind of like a samurai helmet, and the ones that look are samurai mask. The angry face on samurai mask, and because the crabs with the shells that look more like masks were often thrown back because they were, spooky. The selection pressure has made these shell patterns look more and more like samurai masks over the hundreds and thousands of years. So yeah, thanks to 1,000 years of selection pressure, some of them look a lot like faces now. Yeah, so in the original Super Famicom version, the skull was harder to spot, but in the Game Boy Advance version, but in the higher resolution remakes and in the concept art, you can very clearly see the skull faces on these things. Like here's another example. It's funny, manta rays have like a historical reputation for being like spooky and sinister looking, but every time I see them, they just look cute. I think it might be like a perspective thing, where they look really big and sinister jumping out of the ocean or whatever. But like if you see them in the aquarium just gently, casually flapping around, they just look like big, adorable. Like, they just look big and adorable. Yeah, I heard it was the same thing with octopus. Like there was a. Yeah, like they got a lot more. Yeah, like yeah, I've heard that historically octopi also had a pretty bad reputation as like big scary sea monsters, but they are but yeah, now everybody loves them thanks to aquariums. Because you can just, you know, watch them chilling in the tanks. And more of these dudes. You can steal Kaiser Knuckles from them, which increases the martial arts damage for monks and anybody else who equips or inherits their brawler ability. Yeah, so if you steal in this fight, you can get it a little bit early, but you can also encounter these guys as regular enemies later in the game in History Falls. So it's no big deal if you miss it. Oh hey, we got a Gaia Hammer, which is quite useful as a weapon if you have a Berserker in your party. Especially if you got the Magic Underflow bug, which is in some early versions of the game. Funny thing, Elemental Rods are 750 gil. ethers are 1,000. So it's probably cheaper. So it's not quite cheaper, but it's actually ethers are a little bit cheaper. But yeah, so it's only slightly more expensive to snap rods for like level 5 spells than it is to cast spells and then replenish with restorative items. Unless you have gold hairpins. Gold hairpins cut your magic cost in half, so you get a lot more bang for your buck from ethers. Oh, Zephyrus also is healed by... is not undead, and therefore healed by the healing staff. Good to know. Oh hey, another place where you only move one square at a time because of the 15-floor puzzle. I think they slowed it down in this version. I think they slowed it down for the cell phone version and then kept it slow in this version to prevent accidental falls on the touchscreen with the touchscreen controls. Yeah, I remember it used to it shifted way faster when I was playing the Game Boy Advance version a couple months ago. Oh yeah, I should show you. So yeah, so the healing staff converts your attack to a healing ability, which you can use to heal party members, as seen right there. It scales with your magic stat, and it can be useful on these for healing party members without using up any MP. Especially on these sorts of challenge runs where you may not have a white mage. Yeah, it's a cheaper alternative to elixirs and high potions, and is especially useful at that time, at the point in the game where potions aren't really cutting it anymore, but high potions are not yet available. Oops! Yeah, so that's another way to get back in here. I remember the first time I played this, I thought this was another case of sealed door needs to be opened from behind like it is on the lower floor, but it's just a regular door you can open from behind. Anyway, it's getting kind of late. So I think I'm probably gonna wrap it up after the next boss fight. So next hour or so, or so I guess like next half hour or so. Yeah, I'll finish the pyramid, fight the next boss, and get the first 3 sealed weapons. Which I believe are the only sealed weapons I can actually use on this playthrough based on the jobs I rolled. Wait a minute, wait. Yeah, because there's no Chemist weapon. Wait, no, wait. Beastmaster, Summoner, Chemist, and... Wait. Actually, no, yeah, we can use 4 legendary weapons because the... everybody can use knives. So the knife is the best weapon for the thief. Summoner can use rods like a black mage. Beastmaster can use whips. And Chemist can use staffs. So we can use 4 legendary weapons. I think I'm gonna freshen my drink after the next cutscene, and then it's the boss fight and the seal. Wait, what? Ziggurat Gigas isn't immune to earthquakes? I thought they were aerial enemies. Maybe this version is coded. Maybe this version is coded different than the barrier tower version. There we got the first tablet. And yeah, you know how I said this dungeon has a final boss, but and you fight the fight. Yeah, you know how I said this dungeon doesn't exactly have a final boss fight. There is a final boss fight for this dungeon. Yeah, there is a final boss for this dungeon, and there is a final boss fight for this dungeon. But you don't fight the boss in the dungeon, and you don't fight the boss right now. And the fight is optional. Yeah, so that bird-shaped peninsula is actually a dragon-shaped peninsula. Which is actually a petrified dragon. He's all like, hey, if you want to fight me, I'll be up at the North Mountain. You cannot fight him right now. You gotta get to the mountain first. And the airship, which was on the peninsula, has washed ashore, so we can continue with our quest. We just need to get through the forest. Yeah, I'm gonna equip everybody with flame rings for this next boss fight. Okay, gonna save, gonna refresh my drink, and then on to the boss fight.
stuck on a tree. It's a bad life choice.
Here, switch to the Scholar sprite from Final Fantasy. The Final Fantasy. Yeah, switch from Red Mage to Final Fantasy 3 Scholar. Yeah, I'm using VideoTube Mini for the sprite animation. Okay. I think I fixed the audio for the shoutouts. Let's see if it works now. I'm just gonna copy and paste.
I think if you click left, that'll shoot a bullet. Yeah! And if you right click, right click and
Well,
hold
OBS
down
says
right
it's making sound.
Like right click and hold it down, and then look at the screen. When you're holding it down, your left button will shoot micro missiles.
Oh, I should check out the mix chart. Checking out the chemistry cheat sheet. Okay, I'm gonna see what the dogs are up to. Okay, checking the chemistry cheat sheet. The ether and eye drop is absorb fire. Phoenix down and antidote is absorb ice. Phoenix down and eye drop is absorb lightning. Dragon shield is ether plus dragon fang, which provides immunity to fire, ice, and lightning. And that can completely trivialize this boss fight. Unfortunately, that means we only have one summoner, but... Because Lena was the only other... was the other one leveling Chemist, and she's... temporarily out of the party. Okay, so yeah, you know how I kept saying is that the pyramid doesn't quite have a final boss fight? Here's another example of another one of the almost final bosses of the pyramid. She showed up a bit late. Yeah, it's another sign who is named after a type of mermaid or serpent creature from Western European folklore. Sometimes portrayed as a mermaid with two tails, or snake wings, or one tail and, well, not snake, like reptilian frill wings. or Serpentine Tail. Yeah. She's the absorb. Cheat sheet. Phoenix down plus eye drop. Is Form 1 vulnerable to all elements? No. Form 1 is immune to all elements. Yeah, might as well summon Golem. I believe the way this works is that she is weak to the element that she doesn't use. So she is not weak to fire. So she's weak to ice or lightning at this point. Not weak to ice. So she's weak to lightning. And I believe she will switch... No? What? Oh, maybe she's weak to the element she uses. Yeah, I remember there was a way to determine... No? Fire. What's going on? What's going on? I'm gonna look it up. Oh, I think this is the physical weak form. Oh, there we go. Yeah, she's got actually has 4 forms. One of them is one of them absorbs all 3 elements and is weak to physical damage. Which is the form she's in right now. Oh, I didn't know she's vulnerable to charm. Yeah, 4 forms, one of them weak to physical attacks, the other 3 weak to fire, ice, or lightning. And I believe she's got like 20,000 hit points. Okay. Wait, does the healing staff break charm? I believe so. Oh yeah, so giant drink doubles hit points, power drink doubles strength. Okay, vulnerable to fire. Speed shake increases speed. Or no, speed drink casts haste. Okay, weak to lightning. Iron Draft doubles defense, I believe, and Hero Cocktail increases effective level. Did I use Iron Draft? Well, I'm using it now, so... And Hero Cocktail to increase effective level. And with all those absurdly buffed stats... Oh no, it still has healing staff. Forgot. With all those absurdly buffed stats, yeah, she can punch right through the ridiculous defense because her attack power so high, I guess. No, it hasn't done a barrier change yet. Oh, it's surprising that she hasn't barrier changed yet. There she goes. Yeah, so I got Flame Ring, so I absorb fire and I'm immune to ice. And then I used the absorb lightning Chemist effect. So, and she only uses those 3 basic elements, so I'm basically immune to all her damage. Did I mention that Chemist is a really powerful job? Because Chemist is a really powerful job. Okay, weak to fire. Oh no, she's just casting Tice, so she's physical weak. And... Nice. Ice, lightning. Okay, so weak to fire. Nope. Absorbs ice. Absorbs lightning. They're weak to fire. I believe in some versions you can tell what her elemental weakness is by which direction she shifts in, like whether she goes up, down, or sideways when she does a barrier change. I'm not sure if that's the case in this version. She's got like 20,000 hit points, so I think we're at least halfway through the fight line. Oh yeah, we can snap a fire rod here. Because we know the weakness, so... There we go. And Glenna's back, and now we have a full party. You know, I keep thinking that you talk to the Guardian Tree here, but you don't. You talk to the Guardian Tree in the previous world, and you come back here in the finale, the ending sequence. And in this one, there's a little scene where you check the Guardian Tree, but you don't talk to it. And we already have everything we need from the, yeah, we've already gotten all the treasures out of the pyramid, so we don't need to go back there. Yeah, so the ancient library has been sucked into the rift by X-Death. Okay, so yeah, so it's pretty late. I think I'm gonna be wrapping up. I think I'll get the I will get the sealed weapons, and I will get the yeah, I'll use the first tablet to get the first of the 12 sealed weapons, and I will go to the Phantom Village. Then I think I will call it a night. Oh no, the Moogle Village! Quartz's hometown! Oh no! Yeah, and it's possible to go into the interdimensional rift right now. That's what's generally done for speedruns. But I'm gonna get all the tablets for completeness. And I believe the final dungeon can only be entered from the Rift over Tycoon, which is yeah, the Tycoon Castle Rift, which is right around where we are right now. Here, that's the Tycoon Castle Rift. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna get control for the, in case we run into, Shield Dragon. Yeah, so these are the scholars from the Wind Shrine at the start of the game. This one specifically talks about it. Here, that's a hint about how to enter the final dungeon. And a hint about one of the tablet locations. Another hint about one of the tablet locations. So that's the tablet. I believe this dude is undead. He's not undead. Okay, so that didn't work. Can he be petrified? We'll be back once we get better summons. Yeah, this area, real short, but it's got extremely powerful random encounters. Yeah, and this version has autosave, so we can just go back to the start of the most recent map. Okay, I think I will go.
Oh, that was cool! That was super cool.
Not yet. I'll save that for later. Sage's Staff. Most powerful weapon for Chemist. Oh, Chadley's here! Chadley Raid! Totally not a cult. Magus Rod, the most powerful summoner weapon. Yep, thanks for the raid. And I believe that's Assassin's Dagger. No, that's the Excalibur. So the Assassin's Dagger is here. Okay. Yeah, so Magus Rod, I believe, boosts all elements except for water. I'm not completely sure, but I know it boosts fire, ice, and lightning, and I believe it boosts a few more elements. I don't think it boosts water. And there we got another cutscene. And there we got the preview of the upcoming bosses. I believe the dude in the middle is a red version of Ironclaw from the World 1. Yeah, Magus Rod boosts fire, ice, lightning, fire, ice, lightning, wind, and poison. And earth. Fire, ice, lightning, earth, wind, and poison. I'm just gonna run it. Wait, do I? Actually, wait. Yeah, and actually, that dude is weak to holy elemental, so it takes ridiculous amounts of damage from the Sage's Staff, which is both a holy elemental weapon and also has a boosts elemental boost. So, okay, so now we are going to get the Silver Summon. And then we're going to go to the Phantom Village. And then we are going to do the get a Mirage Vest, and then we are going to call it a night. Shortcut. Yeah, gonna make Ferris a summoner for this cutscene. Oh. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Sildra's ghost, who can only be seen by Creel and Ferris. Ferris because of their bond, and Creel because Creel has like psychic powers. She can communicate with animals. She can see ghosts. She can communicate telepathically with Moogles from across the world. You know, normal RPG talents. Okay, so yeah, the Silver Summon, which is called Thunderstorm, and looks like it's lightning and ice, but actually does wind damage. And yeah, that hits hard, especially with the elemental boost from an Air Knife or a Sage's Staff. And why did Ferris have haste? Oh no, that's not haste, that's protect. It just... protect and regen. Yeah, it's just that the visual effects are different in this version. I believe in the original, the protect was a yellow outline. Here it's a flash. Oh no, it doesn't give auto protect, it just gives auto regen. At least according to the wiki. Okay, back to the jobs they were at. Almost close to mastering. Yeah, Sage Staff has a lower attack power, but it boosts its own element, so it actually hits harder. Yeah, Wheels of Kill. Okay, so the forest with the Phantom Village. Now, each store in the Phantom Village has 2 merchants in it. Some of them are hidden. I believe one of the villagers specifically mentions every store has 2 merchants, and that's like a hint to look around to see where the other one is. Which is easier if you got a thief in your party. Is there any unique yeah, there is a unique thing. This is the only... I believe this is the only place in the game where you can buy elixirs. They are quite pricey, but, you know, eventually it's like there's nothing else to spend it on, so why not? And that's a hint about the Phoenix Summon. More hints about the Phoenix Tower. And there's the crystal gear, ninja gear, and rage gear, which is some of the most powerful light, medium, and heavy armor in the game. None of us can use heavy armor. There, we got a switch in the box to get here to the second vendor. Okay, so we got Hermes Sandal, Elemental Rings, Hermes Tiaras, Angel Robes, and I will get Hermes Sandals. I'll get 2 of them. Yeah, there's more foreshadowing about backstory and foreshadowing about the yeah, apparently getting the power of the void will cancel out yeah, made the previous villain stronger, but also more vulnerable. Which is what a lot of them needed. And here's the Chocobo challenge. I believe the first version just says Chocobo, which is kind of confusing because there's also black Chocobos that can fly around the world quite easily. Later versions specify yellow Chocobo, so you know what the quest is. Especially confusing because there's a black Chocobo right here. Yeah, so that's a hint about how we will be able to... Yeah, so that's like hinting and foreshadowing because X-Death also has powerful regenerative abilities, as seen when he regenerated from a single twig just earlier on in this stream. There's the hint that every store has two merchants. And here's the piano. And yeah, that is all the pianos, so now we can get 2 more songs in the bard. I believe you get 1 song when you've got all but 1 pianos, and then you get another one when you have all of them. And yeah, we can't get through there yet. We will come back in the final dungeon. And here is the second merchant from the weapon shop, who sells twin lances, moonring blades, and Puma shurikens, which I believe are the most powerful thrown weapon. Or at least the most powerful buyable thrown weapon. It isn't just like one of a kind or rare steel. The strongest weapon that's designed specifically to be thrown. And yeah, it is quite expensive, but throw ignores defense. So it can be quite powerful in boss fights. Oh yeah, we didn't go to the magic shop yet. Yeah, so that's the same Black Chocobo from before, wasn't in town previously. And here's a whole bunch of spells that we, low-level spells that we are not using in this playthrough. Those are the spells from Waltz, which has been sucked into the void, so this is a alternate place to get them if you haven't bought them by World 3. Yeah, if you didn't buy them in World 1, you can get them in World 3. And the other shop, these are the are a whole bunch of level 6 spells. Every level 6 Black, White, and Time Magic, except for the ones that are sealed by the tablets. Which are... yeah, I kept getting into the dungeon because it's coded to replace random encounters in that forest. And there is a barrier, so we can't get in yet. This is the Fork Tower. We will be back later. But first, it is sealed by the second tablet, so you can't go here until after you cleared the wind shrine. Crescent Village. There we got hints of the Phantom Village. Towers. Hints about which, about the mechanics of the, Fork Tower. And it's mid! And it sits trapped beneath the tower in the airship catapult. Yeah, we got plenty of those. Okay, so go around the world on a Chocobo. Don't go too far. Yeah, went too far. Wrong way. Yeah, so here's an Easter egg that I didn't know about for ages. I think I did like 2 or 3 playthroughs before I even heard about it. There's a so there's a magic lamp behind the waterfall, and using it will cast a summon. It goes through the spell list in reverse order. I believe it skips a few of them. I think it skips Phoenix. And then once it and you can recharge it by returning back to the waterfall. And there's also a recharge point in the Ocean Rift, which is convenient when you're doing that dungeon, but doesn't get much use out of that. And there's the pub, the werewolf village. There's the Drakenvale, Surgate Castle, I believe. Karnak. Yeah, you just got a random encounter instead of the Phantom Village. It's not guaranteed. Or did I go to the wrong forest? Oh no, it's the right one. Is it? There we go. Yeah, so I guess Phantom Village is in the encounter table, but it is not a guaranteed encounter. Nope. Where's the Jacobo challenge guy? There we go, this guy. There we go, the Mirage Vest. It is not the most powerful medium armor in the game. And here's a hint about the hint that you can use the Chocobo to get behind the waterfall to get the magic lamp. I remember first time I played this, I just assumed it was a hint for History Falls. No clue about the lamp till years later. You see it's got lower defense than the Black Robe. However, lower defense than the Black Garb. However, what it does have is you start the battle with Blink status, which blocks one incoming physical attack, which is better for short fights like random encounters where where the same character is unlikely to take that many hits in a single fight. Less useful for boss battles. Yeah, and we'll be back for the Chocobo later. Let's see, is there anything else to do before we wrap up this stream? Get a ribbon? Yeah, oh yeah, ribbon, we can, Regal. More hints about the ribbon. Yeah, I'll stay. I believe this is the inn where it's free the first time for the cutscene. An explanation of what the Cornego chord does. Oh yeah, this is a piano. We already. Yeah, and earlier, World 2, she was talking about how she lost her ribbon. And now she has found it. And she is gonna let you borrow it until you defeat the, until you save the world. I'm guessing it's a family heirloom because it is a pretty powerful magic item. Yeah, it provides immunity to most status ailments. I remember in Final Fantasy 4, the ribbon had the helmet icon, so I assumed it was a ribbon helmet, like a ninja mask or mummy wrap just made out of ribbon. I think there was like a Naruto character who had like a mask like that. Okay, what else is there before we wrap up? Okay, so this is the Island Shrine. That is the next dungeon with the next tablet. It's right in the middle of the big bridge, where we fought Gilgamesh in the previous world. How do I take it? Oh, R takes off L lands. In the Famicom and Game Boy Advance versions, it's the same button to take off them. Yeah, so next stream we'll be I'll be doing the Wind Shrine and getting some summons. Maybe doing the Fork Tower. Depending on how it goes and how I'm feeling, I might get a couple tablets. Maybe even 3 if it goes really well. We'll see. Anyway, it's late. I'm tired. I think I'm calling it a night now. Oh, no, one more thing. Restocking in Karnak. There we go. Yeah, Steel Fists have a higher monster number, and they got the waterfall background because that's where you encounter them as a regular random encounter instead of just a rare treasure chest fight. Oh, you cannot save scum with reset because the treasure knuckles is a drop. So it's actually harder to farm from the chest. But I believe there is. Where is it? Yeah, so it's a rare drop, so it's kind of hard to farm, but you can... Much easier to get in History Falls. And there is... Rally Sign. Form 1. Who has a whopping 90 defense. Form 2. Weak against Ice. Form 3, weak against lightning. And Form 2, who has 0 defense, 90 magic resistance. That is the physical weak form. Oh, another reason why Lena was able to actually inflict damage. Normally in the normal damage formula, defense is subtracted from weapon attack power for damage calculation. But the flail and the Morningstar weapons, which are they're classified as, they're treated like staves as far as who can equip them. So the white mage can use them, and they function as ranged weapons. But they use the axe damage formula, which means they ignore 3/4 of the enemy's defense stat. And since the Morningstar has 50 attack power, 1/4 and 90 defense only subtracts 22 or 23 from that. So you can berserkers and berserkers and mace wielding white mages or chemists can get past that massive defense. There's also some other mechanics such as the barrage, which also ignore defense. So there's other defensive ignoring mechanics in this game, but I don't think any of them are relevant to this team composition. Chemist can also use split shell, but I'm not sure if that persists through barrier change. Okay. Here's Queen Karnak. She's still recovering from when she got possessed by the monster in Steamship. Okay. I'm calling it a night. Okay, I'm gonna do some shoutouts and then...
This guy. This guy. This guy. Damn it. This guy. This guy. This guy. Strafe. Strafe. Hole.
Yeah, so good night, everybody. Thanks for coming to watch the stream.
Get fucked, nerd. So many lies, burgers and fries. Gonna open a restaurant where we lie to you about what you get. You get what you get, and you don't get upset. Get wrecked, scrub, yeah. Nerd stepped on the wrong place.
Yeah, so good night, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. I'll probably be back tomorrow to continue the run, and I will be finishing up sometime next week. Okay, good night.